I wanted to say thank you so much to all of you for being here and anybody who's newly subscribed. I just love chatting with you guys in the comments. I love that you're here. I love that you are spending a part of your day with me. So just wanted to say hi and thank you so much for being here. You're so welcome in this space. All right, let's do this. Today we're going to play around a little bit with silhouettes, little top, little bottom. And I'm here wearing a pair of like skinny mom jeans, which I feel still counts as a little bottom. You could do this with anything like leggings, shorts, a mini skirt, anything else that you would classify for yourself and your tastes as being a little bottom. So I paired it here with a cami spaghetti strap top, and for some reason I felt like quite awkward in this sort of outfit as soon as I got on camera. I don't know if it was just because it felt like something so casual and something that you would see anybody wearing, especially with these flip-flops. I felt a little bit better about it as soon as I started putting on the belt, put on my sunglasses, and kind of felt like I was wearing maybe a bit more of an outfit. And yeah, that just goes to show the power of accessories when you're wearing something super simple. And not to say that it looked bad or anything. I put on my Birkenstocks because this is a huge difference between like a naked foot shoe and like a completely closed toe like clog. So I went completely the other way to see if I would feel maybe a bit more comfortable, because I feel like once you're wearing a lot of little elements together, you almost need to bring in something bigger just to give that contrast. I do have to say that the outfit felt most complete when I put my big oversized shirt on. So I think that kind of more counts as like a big top little bottoms outfit, but that was the one that felt the most balanced to me overall. As far as wearing a full-on outfit version of the little top little bottoms, I decided to try on my kind of skinny cashmere crew jumper that I always wear, and that seemed to match really well, and it kind of, I feel like it balanced out the silhouette somehow. Maybe it was just that there was less skin on show or something, but it just goes to show that there's a whole spectrum of little. Little could be anything from a spaghetti strap to a baby tee to just the tighter fitting top. So yeah, it gives you kind of a lot of scope and room to play around. And then just to change literally one element in this whole outfit is putting on this one kind of oversized sweater, which actually I'm wearing right now. It's a very sporty version from Lululemon. It's got the thumb holes, which I love, but it could literally be anything from like a poofy sleeved, you know, blouse, or something that's more just kind of like unstructured and flowy on top. I actually feel like the biggest problem that I had with this whole ensemble was the boots, so I changed it out to the Birkenstocks, which just basically ended up being like a blend of a sporty and a casual look, which I don't know why, but I've been gravitating more towards sporty pieces lately, and yeah, who knows, it's just a phase I'm going through, I think. And I consider these to be like my invisible denim jeans, and if you don't know about invisible denim, I did talk about that in my like top 5 basics, my perfect basics. I decided to just change one thing again, and instead of wearing the pants, I was like, okay, let's go big this time. Put on the skirt, and it's kind of, you can argue with me about whether this is considered a big bottom or a small bottom, but I considered it more big because it's a little bit more looser, more flowy. So wearing the big oversized jumper together with the skirt was my favorite look, I think, from the whole play that I had with all of these clothes. I just loved the two oversized pieces together, especially when I moved the skirt slightly down on my hips to where I wouldn't normally wear it. Normally I like it very high-waisted, like almost at my rib cage, like very high. But I kind of scooched it down so that I could get more of the length and more of the long silhouette. I just really loved it, and I loved it with the hardware from that Araton bag that I actually bit the bullet on and did buy because it went a little bit on sale. So love this bag anyway. Love the bag with the outfit, love the whole thing together. I decided I would go a little bit kooky and strange and add some funky socks as well, and just, I don't know, kind of like take a leaf out of the Japanese style book, which I love, Asian style, especially Japanese style. I just absolutely love this look, especially when I started adding in the scarf. I'm gonna have to wear this one sometime soon, and I think it would still work if I put some like leggings on underneath, because it's getting into winter time here in New Zealand, so I feel like, you know, the scarf obviously gives that away. But putting on the leggings as well would give you that extra bit of warmth, but it wouldn't take too much away from the outfit. I think a lot of the time in style videos, and I've been guilty of kind of doing this as well, kind of dressing for your body style or your body shape, and dressing to kind of accentuate your body or bring out your most, I don't know, whatever assets that you prefer about your body. And I don't know why I've just always, at the same time as like thinking along those lines, I've always been drawn to really oversized silhouettes, even though I consider myself to be more on the petite side. I'm 5'4", but like with really short arms and short legs. Sometimes like too much fabric can swamp my body, but sometimes it's really good and I really enjoy that. I enjoy like an oversized with oversized look. It just makes me feel good, and I feel like sometimes the outfit is more about how it makes you feel than how it makes you look. Anytime that you're loving what you're wearing, other people outside of you are always going to be perceiving you as more stylish, and like more of your personality is kind of shining through. I don't know, I feel like that kind of makes it a better outfit. What do you think? Let me know. So I did a poll on my community page, which I love doing polls. I find them so fun. So anyway, I did a poll on these 4 different what are they called, like formulas, like silhouette formulas, you know, the little big, big little, big little top, big bottom was the most popular one. I thought it was going to be the one that I was like, oh yeah, I do that all the time, I love that one, it's really easy. And then when I went to my wardrobe to try and find like a bigger bottom, it was kind of a bit of a struggle. So I found these 2 different bottoms that I'm going to style up for you, that I'm going to play with for you today. So the black one that I've just been wearing in my other outfit, the big, and then I added the scoop top on top as the kind of more form-fitted little top to pair with that. I don't know why I was just struggling with this one so much. It feels like it would be such a no-brainer. So let me know what you think I'm like doing that's super awkward here. But I was like trying out different shoes. This requires a little bit of further study. I decided to switch out the skirt for a pair of jeans to see like, okay, am I going to find any better luck here with just a different pair of clothing? So put on the jeans, and these jeans are super long, guys. They're way too long for me. I thought like, oh, maybe I can do like the big chunky hem that everyone's doing. But because I've already had them like double folded, it kind of just looked weird with that little crease in the middle. The best way that I liked wearing these was when they were kind of folded under, and I wore them with ballet flats, which I was kind of a bit like on the fence about. And then I don't know, they're kind of nice, they're kind of casual, but it wasn't like 1000% my vibe. You kind of have to go through a few kind of dud outfits when you're playing, and like just know they're not all going to look spectacular on you, or you're not going to love them all, or you're not going to feel, you know, confident in all of them. You kind of have to do the trial and error to make your way to the gold, you know? So then I put on my boots and loved the boots. They have like a pretty substantial heel, and they probably wouldn't be something that I would be wearing on a daily basis, especially not running after my kids, but so good for like, you know, a quick errand run where I could do it kids free, or like a date night or a date day. I loved this outfit. I thought it was so cool, especially with the bag. Love the combination with the bag. I feel like handbags have been massively changing the game as far as my style. This one was really fun to play with, and I seriously have to get those jeans seen to. I do love this kind of outfit formula on other people as well, and yeah, I feel like you could even do a whole Pinterest board, like one for each of these formulas, like a board for little top, little bottoms, a board for big top, big bottoms, you know. It's very easy to watch a YouTube video and then be like so inspired and like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then forget the whole thing, like everything that it was about and everything that the person said in the video. Pinterest is another way that you can start to cement some of the ideas that you see on YouTube and actually start kind of like saving them for later, if you know what I mean. If you like this kind of content, I would love to have you stick around and subscribe. I love talking about fashion and style and sort of exploring more of the psychology that lies underneath the surface and bringing our own sort of personal edge to how we express ourselves in the world. Anyway, yes, love to have you here, and thanks so much for watching. I will see you so shortly in the next one.